You go to school every day, you try to learn a vocation and so forth. The part of going to school is having fun and appreciate one another and growing together. And I think these kids can come to love one another and care about one another, what they do, and if they need anything from one another, they're not hesitant to come help. But I want to say to the boosters, it's not possible that we could have a band of any kind if we didn't have your support. You just look around yourself. Just turn around and look. Don't look at me. Turn around and look. Just look how many people are here. I walked out here in the hall. This lady says, "My Lord, what's going on there? A convention?" I said, "No, it's a band banquet." She said, "Man, you have a lot of people." I said, "Yeah, I got a lot of people that care." And that's what it shows. We have band boosters. It's nice to have your kid in the band, but I feel that you don't only care for that one kid, you care for every kid that we have in the band. And that's a tribute to you, and I thank you for that. And that's the reason I've stayed here so long, is because you're the kind of people that are just tremendous. I don't think I could ever find anybody better or helpful or caring as you all are. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I feel that you all really care. You want a good band, you want a good band. You want to make this school, you want us to represent the school in a high fashion and respectful fashion. And you got the kids to do it with. And I'm here to help them do that. But all the success that we've had is really you and your sons and daughters. And I just wanted to thank you and hope that you sometimes can guide your son or daughter and give them a second thought. Don't browbeat them of being in the band. That's one way you don't need to do. I hope these seniors up here didn't think that I've tried to browbeat them and staying. But there are such things as special memories. And you know exactly, you older people know what I'm talking about. Well, what did you do in high school? Who were your friends? Did you have fun? Did you care about what you were doing? There are some questions that people ask that and they have no answers. But I guarantee you these kids, 23 students up here, are going to have answers, and they're going to have some precious memories. That's something they don't really realize, that I realize, and you, as older parents, realize is probably this is the last time that they'll ever get to see one another. And that's a shame, isn't it? But to always say, hey, Larry say, "Hey man, you remember Mark sitting up there at the banquet and sitting on Mitchell's knee and taking a picture of me?" Well, that was funny, wasn't it?
No, it was painful.
Or singing a song up here that they composed themselves to sing in our camp. But things can be nice. It's just whatever you make out of it. And I approach all of you, if you could, to prompt the students to stay in band. I'm not going to browbeat you to do it. We're going to work, and we're going to try to do the very best we can, and we're going to represent the school to the best of our ability. Because that's what I expect the school needs, is our support, as well as theirs to us. So right now, I'm not going to bore you anymore, because I feel it's awful quiet out there. Okay, so, but sincerely, we had a lot of good people up here talking about the precious memories, and you remember remember that? So next time your child has a little problem with that, just say, well, are you going to have memories? What are you doing? Is that all you're going to get out of band? Just what are you going to get out of band? Toot your horn? You're not going to toot your horn when you get out of college. No, you probably won't. But you're not going to find any greater parents and students, and believe me, in the band. There's no finer people than the people in the band and the parents of those people in the band. There's not. It has grown, and it is, it's just like a little heart growing, it just gets bigger and bigger. It's like this. If I didn't think that it was that great, I wouldn't say it. And it is great here. It's wonderful here to have people like you and students like you. But I expect the utmost out of you. I expect respect from you. And I expect you to have respect among yourselves. And tonight you go home and you think, what is it going to mean to me? And then maybe you'll come up with an answer. Hey, band's not that bad, right? So at this time, let me not be so morbid. Let me get up here and introduce our nice, good-looking assistant director for his awards, Mr. Fricka.
I always have to follow him. He always gives a good sermon. I think he's in the wrong profession. How many is that we've heard this year? About 200? 639. This year's really gone by. I can't believe it's at the end of the year already. I have really enjoyed this year. There's been some down times, but there's been a lot more ups and downs. When we went to, where was that? Tell City, Indiana? Or no, it was Grayson County. And the bus broke down, and there was these 40 or 50 cars, and here we were in the middle of downtown Springfield on the way there. And the equipment bus broke down for, I guess, it was about the 10th time that season. And I was wondering, how are we going to get to this contest on time? Because I'm looking down at my watch, knowing what time we go on and everything. And we stop, and there are all these trunks on these cars start opening, and all these car doors and everything, and traffic's tied up in Springfield. It's probably the most excitement Springfield's ever seen. And then here goes all the equipment off the bus. Nobody said anything. And it's in the cars, and 15, 20 minutes, we're on our way there. The equipment bus is still sitting in Springfield, but we get to the contest, and we make it on time. And I knew right then and there that I was very happy that I came here. That was really tremendous. I'm going to really miss these seniors, because they've made it very special for me this year, and I'm going to really miss you all. And in a way, I'm really excited I get to come back and work with the band some more, and I wish you all could come back. Yeah, the push-ups are fun too. The junior high, it's taken these last couple weeks, it's taken quite a while for them to get used to me to get used to them. And okay, some of y'all are here. That's good. I think we've got a couple that are here. The first award is Most Improved Percussion, and that goes to Jeff Conley. Is Jeff here? Okay. The second award goes to Outstanding Percussion, and that is John Hensley. Okay, next award is Most Improved Woodwind, and that goes to another very talented 8th grader, Matt Wright. Okay, Outstanding Woodwind goes to a young lady who went to state festival and scored a superior, and she was one of about the only superiors that was there all day. She's worked very hard all year, done an outstanding job. Stacy Edwards. This next one is Most Improved Brass, and this young man, every time, I could always count on him 100% of the time to play the right notes at the right time, which is super. And the Most Improved Brass player is Robbie Tharp.
Test.
Okay, and the final one is outstanding brass player, and this is another young lady who went to festival and got a superior, and she's played several solos in the band all year long, and just done an outstanding job all year, and will continue to do an outstanding job the next 4 years. Tracy McCubbin.
I believe we need to turn this down a little bit. Every year we give out a plaque to our seniors, or some little something that we can give them. Not enough. It's not enough what they deserve, but it's a little something that's getting more and more difficult to pick that special someone when they're all special. You really don't understand how hard it is to pick somebody out that's really excelled on their instrument and so forth. And it's just not an easy job. But, you know, the choice is made up to me, and I had to make that choice. So, you know, we'll go on with the rest of the awards. Now, this next award was voted on by the band of the most outstanding senior. And the most outstanding senior for 1986-87 is Jeff Ulmer. Okay, it's very hard to come in as a field commander your last year, and you know you're scared to death to come in. And little Karen here, she's, you know, always got a grin on her face. You know, when you're down, she's always got that little grin to perk you up. And I think she did a lot. You know, Little Boo here, that's her nickname. She's done a wonderful job for us. You know, for 1 year, I just wish we had her a lot more, because we got another girl coming up, which I hope, you know, wish luck to. But our field commander for this year, who's done a wonderful job, is Karen Burgett. Now this next year, we'll be looking forward to seeing a girl who's set first chair flute. This field here, and I'm sure she's going to do a nice job too. The assistant field commander this year, Shantina Phillips. Okay, the most improved brass this year was very difficult, as you well know, because we've got so many brass players. But due to this person, they have showed an outstanding improvement of their horn, and the most improved brass this year goes to Doug Jeffries. And this person who thought that they probably weren't the best brass or showed the most potential and the talent this year, because they didn't have any solos, or they just sit back in the back and just did the very best they possibly could. The best brass this year for 1986-87 is Shannon McCovey. Okay, the most improved woodwind for 1986-87 is Miss Sarah McKenzie. And the best woodwind for 1986 and 87 is Shantina Phillips. Most improved percussion, this is probably the first time for this part of the section to get a plaque, but this person proved that they can work hard and attempt to do a lot of stuff and had a lot on their shoulders to improve things. And the most improved percussion is Christy Anderson. Okay, the best percussion for 1986 and 87 was a person who had the responsibility of the percussion section for the first year, which was a big burden and a hard thing to fill, but she did fine, and I'm sure she's going to do fine later on this next fall. The best percussion is Peggy Pike. Now, about a couple years ago, we gave some awards for the best marcher and most improved marcher. Now, the most improved marcher is a person who really got out there and really worked hard to learn to pick his feet up, dig his heel in, and so forth. And this person was a very young person. This was a freshman. And I don't know if he's here or not, but anyway, I'll mention his name. Most improved marching is Derek Jensen. Is he here? Now this next one was very, very hard too, like all of them were hard. But there were so many people that improved their marching this year was just unbelievable. But the one who showed a lot of improvement in leadership of marching for the best marching was Mitchell Frisbee. Most improved flag was another young person who showed a great attitude and worked very hard this year. I don't know if they're here or not, but most improved flag for 86-87 is Kelly McLaughlin. Is she here? McLaughlin. Is she here? And this best flag for 86 and 87 probably felt that, they weren't important, or they didn't, stand out. Some people just stand out, but this person worked awful hard, had a good attitude. I've never heard her say a cross word the whole year, you know, and that's something. And she showed a great talent. The best flag for 1986-87 was Ken Feistretcher. Okay, this year for 1986, we have 2 or 3 awards here. It's big plaques for big people who has taken a big job of helping the band director and the band out. But for the marching season of 1986, our band booster president of the fall, Mr. Marvin Jeffers, is he here? Marvin, you here? His wife will accept it. I guess the next two, you know, during the winter we had a problem of changeover here in presidents, and there's 2 women that had, you know, really were put in a spot, but they felt that they could help us out, and you know, it's a real tribute to come in and take over and try to take things over and learn things, you know, about the band boosters and help run it and so forth and take responsibility. And the 2 I'd like to give the awards to for 87 of the spring